Hey everyone, and welcome to another video. This week I've got a what's new in my wardrobe for you. I'm going to share with you all of my recent wardrobe additions, and here on the rack I've got quite a bit of stuff from Massimo Dutti because I feel like they've been absolutely killing it. But I've also got some H&M, some & Other Stories and some Zara. But this is going to be a good one, so stay tuned for it. So before we get into the Massimo Dutti portion of this haul, let me start with a couple of things that I ordered from & Other Stories. & Other Stories is one of the great regrets of my life because there is no store anywhere nearby, not within hundreds of kilometers. So if I want something, I do have to order, and I really prefer shopping in store. I did get this beautiful cardigan in this lovely corally color. This is in a wool, mohair and polyamide blend. The quality actually feels really, really nice. It's really soft and fuzzy. What drew me to this piece was the color, and I mentioned in one of my recent videos that pops of color are going to be huge for this spring, and it's really starting to creep into the stores now. All of the beautiful reds and blues and also some greens, and butter yellow is still sticking around. Anyway, I ordered this. I actually expected it to be a little bit more lightweight than what it was when it arrived. This is quite thick and warm, so not so much for the spring and summer, but more like now for the transitional season. It's quite oversized. It's also got sort of wider sleeves, and I did get it in a medium, but I think the size is right for me. The color is great to style with nearly everything. So I've styled it with neutrals, I've styled it with green, I've styled it with purple. You're gonna see it later on in this video. And obviously just with denim or white denim, this is also going to be a really good one. The other thing I ordered from & Other Stories is a pair of green jeans. So these are described on the website as barrel leg jeans. They're kind of not that barrely. If you're shying away from barrel leg, these are just kind of a relaxed pair of denim. They've actually sold out in this color, but they've brought it out in a green that is probably a little bit more minty, a little bit on the paler side, which is also really nice. And they also have it in white and just in a traditional light denim, I believe. So this is what they look like. That's the cut. So you can see they have a little bit of a barrel, but I don't think it's too much at all. I think it's more like a wide leg trouser. They fit really nicely. They're quite loose on me because I did order them in a size 42. I think they're going to be really cool for the springtime now. Again, with a pop of color trend. I don't have any denim in any kind of color like that. And it's going to be really cool with butter yellow, for example. This will go really well. And then obviously anything white, off-white. And I also quite like the green-red contrast, actually, these two colors. Okay, next up, I only have one piece from H&M to share with you. I don't typically shop in H&M, but I did pick up one thing from their normal range, and it was very affordable. And it's this sports luxe inspired jumper with a bit of a higher neck and a zipper here. This is in a navy with a red stripe. And again, I'm really, really into the pop of color at the moment. I think those little details are super, super cute. So this is in a polyamide and viscose blend. This is not my favorite material at all. I mean, it feels quite nice, but I think I'm going to be washing this cold just to be on the safe side. To be honest, I would have preferred to spend a little bit more and buy it in a better fabric, but you know, sometimes there just is what there is. Again, this year we're seeing a little bit more of this athleisure / sports luxe trend in the stores again, and I'm kind of here for it if it dips into the preppy side of things. Like, you're not going to catch me out in a pair of leggings and a crop top. That's really not me. But these kind of tops I do like. I mean, I love polo shirts anyway. And I would just simply style this with a pair of denim and then kind of a nice jacket on top, and then possibly just some loafers on my feet or maybe some trainers. Rather unusual for me is that I only have one piece here on this rack from COS. It's going to be another one of those Marmite items. I apologize already for it. I already own these pants. These are the super, super barrel parachute pants that I also own in like a beige / butter yellow. I bought these in this gorgeous kind of plum color. This color is great. Absolutely, absolutely love it. It goes wonderfully with, for example, butter yellow. It also goes really nicely with red, all the shades of red, including pale pink. And I think it's also a really, really great one to pair with like a vibrant blue. I know some of you will hate these pants. I don't know what to say. I keep on getting comments that these trousers are not flattering. I kind of disagree. I think they are flattering because anything that's quite loose fitting tends to be flattering. I also really not 100% on board with this notion that everything needs to be flattering all of the time, particularly if flattering just means you need to look your thinnest. I'd really quite like us as women to move away from this notion that we need to look really, really thin in everything. Okay, let me get to the Massimo Dutti portion of this haul. Presumably that's what you're all here for, since that's what I put in the title. I did pick up a good few things because I absolutely love what they're doing at the moment. And do go as well on their website and check out their recent lookbooks, because they were so good that I filmed so many cutaways just inspired by that lookbook. I'll either share those with you in this video at the end, or I might make a new video out of this because this might all just get too long. Let me start with an accessory that I've been sizing up for quite some time now and really didn't want to take the plunge because it wasn't the cheapest item. It is this woven bag. So this woven leather bag in black leather. It's quite big, as you can see. It's supposed to kind of be worn like so. And yeah, I don't know. I've seen it on a few different YouTubers as well. And I've seen it in the store many, many times. And I just absolutely love this. So I have a couple of bags that are, I suppose, similar. I do have a Dragon Diffusion bag in a brown, but the shape of it is different. And I really like that this is also a bag that you can like squish. It's kind of a bit of a clutch. It's versatile in the sense that you can do different things with this strap. It was $2.49, so it's not the cheapest, but it feels really good quality. And I'm so into these woven leather bags at the moment, I can't even tell you. Right, and then let me kick off here with some knitwear, again from Massimo. They have been really featuring a lot of these argyle patterns recently. And if you know me, you know that I love preppy. So this whole argyle thing is really just playing right into my style. And I got two new things. The first one here is this polo shirt. It's got a beige and grey argyle pattern with a bit of black in it. This is super cute. I live in things like that in the summer. That'll look great with Bermuda shorts. It'll look great with denim. It'll look great with barrel trousers. Whatever, you name it. You know, it's just a bit of a smarter take on t-shirt. So I got this in a large. In Massimo tops, I'm usually somewhere between a medium and a large, and it just depends on how they cut the things and how I want them to fit. So this is in a large. Love this. And then probably don't need two, but I did buy two because it's just really, really so nice. And I also bought this cardigan. So this is in a beige and brown with a little bit of red in it. Love the colors, absolutely love the colors. I also really love these covered buttons. I think it's very chic. And one has to say as well with Massimo, I think the quality is great for what it costs. This, I think, is cotton, if I'm not mistaken. It feels really good. And this one I did get in a medium. It was part of the lookbook and I really liked how they styled it there. So I played on it a little bit, even though they did have it with some red trousers, and the red trousers that I have, they didn't really quite fit the bill in my mind. So I styled it up with some denim for you and just played on the red with a kind of red top underneath this cardigan. When I was in the store in Massimo, I also tried a couple of kind of short-sleeved knits, and I was really after something in this gorgeous vibrant blue that we're gonna be seeing everywhere this summer. So I picked this one up, and I was really dithering between this and the polo shirt in this color that COS has at the moment. I'm gonna pop it on the screen for you. I did like that too. What I like about it is that it's a short sleeve, but it's not a 3/4 length sleeve even. It just covers your elbow. It's nice and relaxed. It feels good, and it's a better price point than the COS one. I love this color. This is gonna look so good with white, off-white, denim, very obviously, and then also just styled with this kind of plummy color or with the dark brown. It's gonna be really beautiful. This was very affordable at $49.95. I got it in a medium, I'm pretty sure, and think it's a really nice plain top to tie into the pop of color trend. So let's vary this up a bit here and go in with an accessory that I picked up in Massimo. These I've seen everywhere, I have to say, and they were also sold out in any of the stores nearby, so I did order them. It is this pair of loafers in this kind of alligator print. I wanted a pair of loafers like this. They are super comfortable. They run true to size. Size 40 is my normal size and they fit really nicely. So if you're after a pair of classic loafers, I do recommend them. These ones are very popular this year. This whole alligator thing is super popular. I've also got the Cos bag that's in a similar kind of print, and we're seeing this around at the moment. But even though this is a trend piece, I do think it's classic enough that it won't date very quickly, so you can still have those in a couple of years' time. Another piece of knitwear here that I got from them, and that was definitely inspired by the styling on the website. But also, I'm not sure if Lydia Tomlinson wore this or she wore just something that was very similar, but she showed something in a recent video. Again, for what it is and how nice it feels, I don't think this was too expensive at all. This was 79 euros and I love this oatmeal-y color as well, and the cut is just super elegant. So in the transitional season, when it's not so cold outside anymore that you really need a coat, this is just a nice thing to throw over. And I really like this styled with like white and off-white. I think I also styled it just then with a pair of black trousers and some heels. And that's also a really elegant way of wearing that. Next up, still on Massimo Dutti here, I picked up a pair of white barrel leg jeans. Again, for those of you who hate barrel leg jeans,
maybe fast forward a little bit.
I do have quite a few pairs of white jeans and I wear them loads. I don't have a barrel pair that is a full length. I have the arch jeans from Cos, but they are cropped, and these ones are full length and they fit super nicely. Massimo Dutti denim is good and it's very affordable. I got these in a size 40 and I have to say they are snug, but I think the 42 would have been too big. And I think what I know from Massimo Dutti denim from previously is that it will stretch a little bit. These are really good. I'm looking forward to styling these for the summer, and I didn't have anything really like this, even though I have a million pairs of white jeans. And it was kind of between them and ordering the Arquette. Are they the Cloud jeans? I don't actually know now what they're called. I think the Cloud are the loose ones. They have a barrel shape, don't know the name of it now, in Arquette that I have not tried yet, but I would like to. And then I have two little jackets that tie into this whole anorak, sportswear, sports looks, athleisure, funnel neck, cool jacket thing. I don't know how better to describe it. Probably a little bit of overkill here that I picked up both. I couldn't quite decide, and one I loved for the color and the other one for the shape. So here we go. I got both of them. Let's begin with this red number. This is a little jacket in this beautiful red pop of color trend. Again, can you go wrong? I love red at the best of times, as you can tell, because I'm in red right now. And it's got one of these colors that you can pop up and just kind of look cool. I think this is really cute. I got it in a size large, actually. I was between the medium and the large. They would have both been fine. I do like this. It's very lightweight. It's going to be great for spring, you know, if you want a bit of color in your outfit. I love red and white, I have to say. And then a recent discovery, I've seen it styled now so many ways, is red and a kind of beige. And that was not something that I liked before, but I'm really gravitating towards that color combination these days. So I'm going to show you a few things in the cutaways, how I've styled this and also how I've styled the beige and red, and yeah, let me know what you think about it. Here we go. Here is the next jacket from Massimo, which is a similar thing. It's in this beautiful butter yellow. It's got like a drawstring at the bottom, so you can cinch it in nicely because it's quite an oversized piece. And what's really cool about this, it's really kind of stylish, is that it's got buttons all the way down. Now, while this looks extremely cool, it's also extremely annoying to do up. So I think I'm going to be wearing this open most of the time, but that's fine. I mean, it is a kind of lightweight jacket. Like you're not going to be wearing this to face the elements. This is, you know, if you need just a little bit of coverage, or even you just want an additional layer and a little bit of a pop of color here. I do like this. I think I styled it with those green jeans in the cutaways because those two colors to me are really nice. So let's touch on butter yellow like just really quickly, because we're still seeing this everywhere this year. And I picked up a few bits last year, which obviously I'm going to be getting out again this year. But if you're in the market for getting something in butter yellow, Cos have a beautiful cardigan that I'm very tempted to order. And then Massimo has a more economic version of a very similar cardigan. Doesn't feel quite as luxe as the COS one, but it is 100% wool and it feels nice. And they also have a V-neck jumper in the same color. So if you're after some butter yellow knitwear, you heard it here first. COS and Massimo Dutti. One last piece that I got in Massimo. This was an impulse purchase. I think I have mentioned before how on the fence I am about pink. But I am drawn to it. So I keep on buying it. I don't think pink is the best color on me, but you know what? I feel like I want to wear what I want to wear. And there is a certain element of subjectivity as well in which colors look good on you, in my humble opinion. But again, long story short, I picked up this shirt. It's in a size large. It's kind of like an oversized poplin shirt, and I didn't go for the medium because I don't want to be wearing this like officey and tucked in. I want this to throw on, you know, over a t-shirt and denim, just again for an additional layer, for a pop of color, and I really, really like this light pink. The cotton poplin feels really, really nice, and these shirts are 50 euros, which is an awesome price if you ask me. You buy something similar in COS, they sometimes want 100. So this is really nice one. And again, I can see wearing this with this plummy color, for example, is really beautiful. And then also with browns and whites and off-whites. Guys, we're nearly there. I hope you're still with me. I've got a few bits from Zara, again, where I don't shop that often anymore. And quite a few of them are shoes. I think I mentioned before that actually Zara footwear is surprisingly good, especially for the price point. The first piece of footwear that I picked up from Zara are the ballet flats that I'm wearing here. I do have a pair of black ballet flats, but I like that they have a more of a pointed toe cleavage going on here. So I think these are very flattering. And I wanted a pair like this. Massimo Dutti had one without the gold detail, but they didn't have it in my size anywhere, so I couldn't try them. And instead of going ahead and ordering, I saw these in Zara and they actually fit like a glove for half the price of what the Massimo ones cost. And I have to say that the gold detail doesn't bother me because I think it's quite subtle. And then I went to Zara again. Actually, I wanted a different pair of shoes than the ones that I picked up, but they didn't have them. And these are very similar. I wanted some pointed flats in a beigey or a camely leather or suede. So these ones fit the bill. They are slingbacks, they are completely flat. They are out of real suede and they're super comfortable. I don't think I can fault them for the 35 euros that they cost. Honestly, Zara footwear is crazy affordable. And I wanted something like this because I don't have anything in a light color that is a bit more of an elegant shoe. Like I've got my flattered bonbon loafers in the beige, and then I have sandals, but I don't have a shoe that's in a kind of lighter color. These ones were very much an intentional purchase, and then as you do, as I do anyway, I also made an impulse purchase in the shoe department, and it is this pair of pointy kitten heels in a dark brown. They are leather, they are comfortable, they're true to size. I got them in a size 40. What I like about them is that they're really not very high, that they're really quite flat. They were again a great price at €45.95, considering they're real leather, and they feel good on the foot. So I did pick them up, and I've already styled them in a few ways, so I think they'll be handy. I then picked up two more things, and that will conclude this rather large haul that I wasn't anticipating. The first thing I ordered, this viral suede jacket from Zara. So this is in the shape that we're seeing quite a lot of at the moment. It's tapered in, then it's ballooning out a bit. It's got this funnel neck. This one's actually diagonal. You can see it better in the cutaways, I'm sure. And it's in this dark grey, nearly charcoaly suede. I like it. I think it's cool. This is one of these cool jackets and the cool girls are wearing it. What I don't like about it, and this is my gripe with everything that is suede from Zara, is the suede is so heavy. Like, this is a heavy jacket. So I'm not 100% sure I'm going to be keeping this, even though I like how it looks because of the comfort factor here. And then the other thing is, I think with this type of jacket, you have to wear that in. The suede will soften, I think, and it'll just look a bit better if it's not so stiff anymore. And I only have one more thing, only, from Zara. So Massimo Dutti had this utility type belt thing on their website. And I really like this. It's so playful. It's just so different, but they want €100 for it. I couldn't justify it. Then I walked into Zara and they had basically the identical one in a lighter color, like in this kind of beigey color, for $39.95. Now that I can get on board with. So I picked it up. This is a trend piece. This is a fun piece. This is for playing. If you're looking after your 10 essentials for a capsule wardrobe, I wouldn't put that in there. But, you know, I like to have a bit of fun with my wardrobe, so I did get it. I'll show you in the cutaways what it looks like styled. So yeah, anyway, that's a bit of a roundup of what I picked up for spring and what I think will be really useful in styling my spring wardrobe for the foreseeable future. I'm really hoping that the nice weather that we've been having the last week is going to stay, because what we had previously was frightening, to be honest. So I hope you enjoyed the pieces. Let me know what was your favorite. I hope you enjoyed the looks that I'm going to show you in the cutaways, and tune in again with me for another video next week. Thanks everyone for joining me here, and see you again soon. Bye now.